predictions for this lower bracket final, Neon? What do you think? 15. Oh, we already got to get in there. Okay.
I think it is easy to predict RedBlue to win this. I almost said Equinox. Now that would be a little bit much copium for my liking, but I do believe that Equinox can take their momentum and get an upset here. But the clear favorites are, of course, RedBlue, and they are looking to get a rematch against the Birds of Prey in the grand finals. So it is a difficult job for Equinox, and I do think that RedBlue are going to take this home, but it is not like clear cut. We have seen in the match against the Birds of Prey that RedBlue are not unkillable. They are not perfect.
They can be defeated, yes.
They may crumble under pressure.
I also think that because they lost that last match, they're kind of like, because they've had like 10 minutes break now, and they're talking to each other like, okay, come on, we can do better than this, and they're hyping each other up. And I think we're gonna see because like, we can do better than this. They got smashed in that one round, and I think they're just gonna, I mean, can they do it? They gotta reset. They just gotta get their heads on straight and just get this going. But I think they can do it. I mean, they won the entire last season. They can handle the pressure, you know what I mean? And I think that's what they have to do, and I think that's what they can do as well.
Absolutely. So, never ever count RedBlue out. That's the biggest mistake you can make.
Exactly. That is definitely the biggest mistake you can make. So we have Equinox versus RedBlue. Wow, what a matchup. And then the Birds of Prey right after this. Oh, this is a good one. This first step is already spectacular. I don't know about you guys in chat, but I'm having a great time. These matches are insane. These matches are crazy.
So if I might ask the production real quick, do we have a best of 3 or a best of 5 in this lower bracket final? We do have a best of 3. Thank you, Critty. And that means this is also the last match we're going to see map bans in. Of course, the first ban is going to be from Equinox side, if I get that correctly. And the second ban from RedBlue. Then the first pick is RedBlue. Second pick Equinox, and third pick is whichever map is left. This time I got it right. Chat can no longer flame me.
Indeed. So we are, I'm right now in the server already. We have all the players here. We are starting at 15, which is in 2 minutes. So they're now just getting their drinks and getting their pee breaks in before the upper bracket final or the lower bracket final starts. I did not expect RedBlue to be in the lower bracket final, in the lower bracket at all. I'll be honest. This is a surprise, but that shows you what we have in store for the rest of the season. Like, they're not like, oh, we're just gonna win. No. There's competition, and they're here to play. So they have to fight for it. I think it's gonna be a lot tighter than last season.
Hopefully. We're definitely looking at an interesting match ahead. Lower bracket always has its own rules. It's do or die. The Equinox know that, and RedBlue know that. And when we get to the grand finals, Birds of Prey know that too. In the last series of the day, in this high-octane best of 5, and the winner takes away the crown of Step 1, takes away a whole lot of circuit points, which will definitely help them to qualify for the season finals. And we are looking at an absolutely interesting match. What do you think? Can RedBlue come back from that devastating loss in the upper bracket final? What are they gonna do to Equinox, or can Equinox use their momentum to get an upset for the ages done?
Yes, I think they can. Of course, the question is if they will. What I think is they're just angry at themselves, like, okay, come on, So I think if they do make it past Equinox now, that we're going to see a different RedBlue in the final, because they know their ability to play. They know they're fast. So they should be able to just like say like, okay, come on, we can do better than this and then do better than this. By the way, we have started the pick and ban phase. Um, here we go. The ban, first ban is biochemistry, and then the second ban is attention, banned by RedBlue. The first one is, of course, banned by EQNX. And then we have the first pick. Aluji is picking a map right now. Which one will we see first? What do you pick in this situation?
That's a good question. That is a really good question.
Do you,
Now,
you pick your own comfort pick, or do you pick against your opponent? Supination. It's going to be supination.
so Supination we have seen multiple times already. We also have Nest and Celestia as the last map of the match. Almost said of the day. That is not quite true. We're gonna see about that later.
None of the day, no,
Celestia
no.
has Celestia has seen the fewest matches of all of them, I think.
I think
And
so, yeah.
we are definitely hoping to see it again in the third round of this specific match. But for that, Equinox need to take away at least one map out of Supination and Nest from RedBlue. Supination, RedBlue's pick, should be going for them. But which kind of potential do Equinox have to take Nest for themselves?
Let's see how they can perform. We are starting it with a 20-second warm up, of course. Let's see who. Maybe you get in the warm up, you got to get your crash out of the way, so that like, okay, that's not what we do in the round itself. So let's see what we do here. Well, they all seem to be driving pretty solid, so maybe we're gonna see crashes in the first round. Let's hope not. Let's hope not. Here we go. We're gonna see what happens. The race is starting. We're driving Supination by Sophie. 10 points to win the map. 2 maps to win the match itself. And if you manage to do that, you will go to the upper bracket final, to the grand final, actually. Up against the Birds of Prey, who have just defeated RedBlue, the team that is driving now, versus Equinox. We have Shorty Gray with a slight mistake here, and it is Tunix and Pepper finding themselves in the lead with Aluji right behind. Let's see, Tunix feeling very solid on this, is 0.2 ahead of the number 2 in the field, which is now her teammate, who takes over second up into the grass section. Try not to get airtime here. And we have another dirt turn uphill. Pepper with comes peeking in. Might actually... No, she can't quite make it. She almost made up for that. But it is RedBlue who start out with an ace. And after the beatdown they got in the last match, this is exactly what they need. Well, that's a good start for them.
Well, Tunix, almighty as usual, is taking the round. Alush had to fight Pepper along the way. Pepper with APB just missing out on second place. That is the kind of energy she needs to give off. She has a little bit of a slow start here, but Shorty Gray is taking over the lead on this checkpoint. Tunix and Alush have to play catch up for the moment, and she's also keeping it up. Tunix now taking the lead back. But Shorty Gray is not letting them go without a fight. Pepper is also still in the equation, 0.4 from the lead to 4th place. This is just the fight that we were looking for, but Shorty makes a slight mistake and is out of it for now. Tunix still in the lead. Airtime for Pepper into a bonk. That is not what they needed. And it looks like Pepper is taking the backwards approach. Tunix wins another round. Alush half a second behind her. And Pepper, because it's fun, takes a reverse into the finish.
Nice parking spot right there.
For RedBlue. Perfect.
Yeah, 2 aces in a row. Like, this is exactly what RedBlue needs. And Equinox now has to flip that switch in their brain. Like, okay, you just got 2 aces in your face. Flip it around somehow, right? Like, I mean, they're fast, but they make mistakes. They're not unbeatable. We've seen that. So that's what they just have to do. Pepper here with the different line. She goes inside of that hole there. Maybe it was just a mistake, but there you go. There it is. Tunix in the lead, but Pepper closely behind, and Shorty as well. Aluji with a little bit of a gap, 0.4 to the leader, which is her teammate. And Tunix doesn't seem to be letting up right now, but this would be a way better result for the ladies of Equinox if they manage to finish like this, because a draw looks a lot better than an ace if it is against you. And there you go. Oh, Aluji with more speed, but she can't quite make it. 300ths of a second. Almost snagged Shorty there, but Shorty keeps third place. It is a tie. We are 7-1, but we are on track point for RedBlue now. An ace is enough.
This is still an important one for Equinox. They are proving they can take the fight to RedBlue, and while it wasn't quite enough for Tunix, they were both able to catch out the Luge.
Oh,
Pepper with an early crash, and it looks like she's taking the reverse approach once more. Shorty is trying to chase down the RedBlue girls, but this might as well be the end of Super Nation for this specific match. Shorty, can she somehow catch off Alush? Alush not with a perfect inside line, bonks the outside. And that is just what Shorty needed. Can she bring it home? Alush is 4/10 down through the dirt part. This outside turn is exactly what you needed. Shorty does it even better than Alush. Tunix is taking home another win. Shorty with a second place keeps Equinox alive in this specific map. But it is getting dimmer and dimmer, and Alush with a third place brings RedBlue to match point. Now Equinox need 3 aces, no, 2 aces at least, to bring this back. But before we continue with the next round, thank you, Pepper, for giving us a little bit of time. Thank you, Lucas Turbo, for your raid. Hello to all raiders. Hope you're enjoying your time here. We are in the lower bracket finals between RedBlue and Equinox, and Velen is going to take it away for the next round.
I am indeed. Thank you so much for the raid, Lucas Turbo. We appreciate that. We are in possibly the last round here for this map, because all the ladies of RedBlue need is the draw. And there's that line from Pepper, which is different than everyone else, and I'm not sure that it pays off because she gets overtaken by both Aluji and Tunix here. And now they are in another ace position, so Pepper and Shorty have to step it up. They're only 0.2 behind, Pepper even only 0.1, but still, they need to do something here. They both need to overtake both the ladies of RedBlue, otherwise this map is over and it goes to the ladies of RedBlue. And it doesn't look like they are making that mistake. And off to the finish, side by side. Look at that, 5,000ths of a difference, as if they were driving the exact same one. Pepper once again doing the backward strat. This first map goes to RedBlue with a vengeance. They have definitely recovered from that loss in the last game versus the Birds of Prey. And they are looking for that rematch in the grand final, but they first need to take one more map from Equinox in order to make that happen. But what will Equinox do?
2. You gotta say it, Equinox is not going down without a fight, but this one is definitely going into the direction of RedBlue. Now we're on Nest. Switch this map. We have
picked by
against
Equinox.
the Birds of Prey. Now this is Equinox's pick, and the Birds of Prey have absolutely demolished RedBlue here.
That is
this is potentially the way for Equinox to get back into this, but Tunix and Luge are fired up and ready to take onto Birds of Prey once again, and we're gonna see how it plays out. Well, then take it away.
They were demolished indeed on this last map. Hopefully they have been able to recover from it, maybe driven a couple of rounds on it during their downtime. And they're off to a good start. All 4 ladies now in a similar position. Less than 0.1 between all of them. Aluge looked to be clipping there, but didn't quite do that. And we have the sausage turn here. Of course, this is the map with that quarter pipe jump. And we have seen some of the ladies here not jumping quite high enough and missing that checkpoint. Here it is. We're going into it right now. Aluge going a little bit wide. Pepper going backwards. What is this? What is Pepper doing? She actually didn't even turn. And it is Shorty now who has to pick up the slack. I'm not even sure what Pepper is doing. It is an ace for RedBlue. Do you think Equinox have just given up? What is this? Was that a mistake, or was Pepper? I don't even know what that was.
I am pretty sure they have not given up. At least I hope so, because there is no reason to. RedBlue are not invincible. We have seen that, but they definitely have another big advantage. Pepper, with a mistake in the previous round, of course, hoping that she can somehow turn this treacherous round far around. And Shorty misses the checkpoint, but also Tunix.
Tunix as well. So many respawns.
Is in the lead so far. Shorty and Pepper are going after them. Shorty respawns another time. This round is absolutely chaotic. And while Alush is taking off into the lead, Tunix is chasing down Pepper, but she's 3.5 seconds down on the Canadian racer. So it is going to be difficult. Once again, the Lightning McQueen expression. Can Pepper keep it clean in the quarter pipe? She absolutely can, but so can Tunix. And we're going back into the live action. Pepper in the last part of the track. Alush almost bonks the finish, but keeps it clean in the end. Pepper takes it home in second place. And Tunix brings it home in third. It's a victory for RedBlue, but we have said it, they are not invincible.
They are not invincible indeed. And Shorty had this really awkward experience where she bonked that checkpoint right before that loop, but that checkpoint was turned around. So when she respawned, she drove the wrong way and she had to reverse in order to take those checkpoints that she needed. And it took her a while to figure that out. And so she lost so much time there. And I guess, yeah, that's just, oh, and she's a little bit out of it now because she immediately makes another mistake. It is Alush and Tunix in first and second. Now it's up to Pepper to minimize the damage, but Shorty is on her way back and she wants to make up for that last round. Let's see in the front here.
Pepper clipped the insides of the turn.
She has to respawn that. Again, it's the other way around. This is so confusing. You just have to turn around there and she loses so much time. Shorty now is 0.8 away from the other from the ladies, but it's now gonna be 1.8 because her jump was really high. Looks to be an ace for Illusion Tunix here. They clean it out right there and they put the score on 8-1, which puts them on match point and a spot in the grand final. Pepper doing once again backward strat. What a weird match. This is such a weird match.
It's been a long day indeed, and we're kind of seeing the effects of it.
Yeah.
RedBlue are taking to match point. EQNX, they have managed to do an epic lower bracket run. You gotta have respect for that, but it seems like RedBlue are just a step above. They are looking to close it out. Pepper with a crash in the early dirt section, but Shorty is taking second place away from Tunix, and Alush is off in the distance. Can Shorty somehow bring this one back? It would absolutely be wonderful to see her win around here. But Tunix is trying to chase her down, and Shorty makes a mistake. We're on board with Tunix, and she's once again doing a Lightning McQueen expression, chasing down her own teammate now. Can Alush keep it clean, or will Tunix take that one away? It seems like it's easy business for RedBlue in this round. Unfortunately, Shorty with a mistake. She has been doing extremely well, but RedBlue bring it home. Alush takes the win. RedBlue takes the ace. They take the second map, they take Nest, and they advance to the grand finals for the rematch match against the Birds of Prey.
Wow, what a statement from RedBlue. Like, we do not belong in the lower bracket. We are going to the grand final. That's what I just read here from this match. GG, that match is over very fast, 11-1 on this last map. And let's take a look at the bracket now. Uh, let's take a look at the bracket and see what we're dealing with here. So, of course, Equinox, unfortunately, is now out of the tournament, but they made it really, really far into the lower bracket finals. So, GG's to them. Really good performance. Unfortunately, RedBlue was just a size too big for them. But in a little bit, we're going to see the grand final of Step 1 of Season 1 of the Women's Racing League. Birds of Prey versus RedBlue, and this is gonna be a banger. I mean, RedBlue is gonna want to take their honor back, you know? Like, looking at their last map just now, they're ready for this. They're like, yeah, let's do this. You beat us just now, we're taking it back. That's what I'm expecting them to be thinking. But can they do it is the question, because they still got beat by Birds of Prey. What do you think?
I think they're absolutely fired up and agitated, and Birds of Prey will really have to put an additional step above what they have already presented they are capable of, so that they can bring this one home. Obviously, you also got a feel for EQNX. They have done such an epic lower bracket run. I have mentioned it before. They have won 3 straight matches, 2 of which they were on paper at a disadvantage, but they have definitely done well to get to where they were now. A well-deserved 3rd place, and looking forward to see them again next month. Next tournament, Step 2, is going to be on the 21st and 22nd of October. Don't miss it, because all of these teams are hopefully going to compete again, with maybe a few more teams. Would love to see it. But that is not on the schedule for the moment. We are looking at the grand finals. Birds of Prey, have they used their break well?
That's true. They've had about half an hour to mentally reset, and like you could see that as an advantage or a disadvantage, because RedBlue, they're still in that racing. They just came out of a run. They're going right back into another one, and that could be an advantage as well. So like, it's all like a personal preference, I guess. What do you prefer? Do you prefer to stay into it, or do you prefer to just like take a little break and reset? But let's see. Speaking of Equinox, by the way, they were 4th in the seeding today, and well, they basically got 3rd place. So that's a really good result for them. And Birds of Prey were seeded 2nd, so they are living up to their name. Oh, I've got a cat visitor here. But yeah, how much time do we have before the next match? Is what
7 minutes apparently.
All right. 3-minute break. All right, let's have a 3-minute break, and then we are right back with the grand final of the Women's Racing League, Step 1 of Season 1, Birds of Prey versus RedBlue. So let's take it to a little bit of a break, and then we will see you in a few minutes.